Facebook. I'm not even sure if you guys can hear me, and I'm mad if that is the case. Nevertheless, let me go on here and make sure. Welcome to Real Life Topics Podcast, but let me go on here and make sure that you guys can hear me. Lord, have mercy. This is real life, guys, and it's ridiculous. I'll tell you the truth. It's ridiculous. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. And if not, then technical difficulties, and I'm just all unorganized. But, let's see. Have mercy. Real life, guys. And it's ridiculous. Oh, you guys can hear me. Great. Thanks. Great, thanks. You guys can hear me. I'm trying to figure out why this when I erase this title, it don't go away. But welcome to Real Life Topics Podcast, guys. Welcome to Real Life Topics Podcast every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central Time. I'm just saying. What's good, Real Life Topics Podcast audience? It's a Thursday night. Some of y'all probably outside, and some of you guys are probably inside. Oh, okay. Hold on now. I ain't mean to do that quite yet. But welcome to Real Life Topics Podcast, guys. Let me see if mine. And that's another thing. I'm having another technical difficulty. That's what I should do tonight. Try to fix my equipment with my clap sounds and all this extra stuff. Shout out to Mr. Success Media. I would be nowhere without him. I don't know nothing what I'm doing. Welcome to Real Life Topics Podcast, Mr. Cooper. Greetings, goddess, is what you said. And greetings, king. How about that? I don't know what to say. But yes, greetings. You know what? I want to let you know one thing, Mr. Cooper. Thank you so much for supporting Stephanie's Godschild. I don't know what I'll be without you. It's so hard to come across real supporters and sincere supporters, which is truly ridiculous because some people play like they rocking and rolling and they really ain't rocking and rolling. But I feel your vibe. I feel your real rocking and rolling vibe. So shout out to Mr. Cooper, one of Real Life Topics Podcast followers and supporters. I truly appreciate you. Just know that. For real though. But yes, welcome to Real Life Topics Podcast, guys. You guys already know what time it is. It's Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. Let's get it, guys. It's open forum today, though. We're not gonna dwell on certain things this particular time. Well, on particular things. We're just gonna open it. I'm going to open forum the talk for today. But it's Thursday. I believe this is the last Thursday of the month. I think this is the last Thursday of the month. I don't know. Someone said 31st was Thursday. Last Thursday of the month. Last Thursday of the month. Shout out to everybody. Of course, and first and foremost, shout out to the man above the universe, God. You been doing your thing for 42 years of my life. And I am a witness of it. And I do just want to truly acknowledge you, to acknowledge the higher being, and to acknowledge that without you, none of us will be great. For real. None of us will be great. And I can't even press my clapping sounds to do that. You know what I'm saying? So once again, I just want to thank God. I just want to thank God for just shout out to you, man. You strengthen me every day. You keep me going. You keep me making great decisions. And the devils, you got me making bad decisions. But through the grace of God, I'm still holding up and I'm still keeping strong. So shout out to you, God. That's all I'm saying. I will be nowhere. I'm talking about nowhere without you. And y'all can't even hear my clapping sounds, and I'm sitting over here pressing play on it like I'm really, doing something. I got the heat up, guys. So let me open the door up because I do got the heat up. But yes, so Yes, Mr. Cooper. Yes, God is great. But nevertheless, because that's my favorite word when I come on Real Life Topics Podcast, is saying nevertheless. But nevertheless, just open forum today. Of course, it's Thursday. It's 7 p.m. Central Time. Join the meetings of the minds, guys. If you want to join Real Life Topics Podcast, please do. Please join the meetings of the minds, because I'm telling you, it's going to get greater. Things going to get greater later. And we on our way to the top. I'm just saying. Shout out to Carmisha, the Sunflower Soul. The co-host. Shout out to you. Birthday weekend just passed, and we just been going. We have so many great things coming for you guys this week coming up. You know, I don't even want to speak on it. I just want to make you guys aware that, again, that God is great, and God has so many things and greater things in store for us. So many greater things in store for us. So, I mean, again, man, shout out to God, man. He just keep coming with those blessings. He keep waking us up every day. He's protecting our children. He's protecting our mind, body, and soul. So we just doing a dang on thing. That's all I'm saying. Yes, you are great, God. It's all glory to the Creator. Yes, sir. Shout out to you. And I am so upset about my sound effects. I don't know what to do. It will never be another Thursday without my sound effects. That's all I'm saying. It will never be another Thursday without it. I don't know. Then I ain't got no chain on or nothing, but it's all good. That's another thing I gotta stop doing too. I'm all I can't I'm always catch myself criticizing myself off things that necessarily don't need to be criticized. So I need to work on that. I'm so used to being criticized, that I will criticize myself when it's not necessary. So, I need to fix that. I need to do something with myself with that, because I didn't get so used to bad energy and people that surrounded around me that really don't mean me any well, or really, you know, um, just really not positive, always got complaints, and really just don't cherish, honor, and respect God's child, man. I'm just saying, so I didn't get to the point where I didn't been ridiculed so much that I'm in a habit of ridiculing my own self, and and I don't even I'm undeserving of doing myself like that. So I gotta fix that, guys. I gotta fix that about myself. Um, Sometimes when you be around people for so long and people do you like that, or people approach you like that, or always got something negative to say, or always criticize, because I'm not even going to say constructive criticism, because majority of the time it's the haters that's criticizing you. And now I done got to the point where I'm just criticizing myself, and it's unnecessary. Oh, I look a mess today, and this and that, just off the strength of the bad energy that I have had around me previously. And so it rubs off on me, and just kind of get used to doing myself like that. Let me mute my bad. I had to tell kids to be quiet. But nevertheless, um, yeah. So that's all. So that's one thing I need to work on. This is not a topic or anything like that, but again, it's therapy for myself, because again, I'm always criticizing myself. I can catch myself criticizing myself, and it's like unnecessary, because I have surrounded myself around people that's always criticizing, always being negative, always looking down on you. And I didn't get to the point where I'm doing my own self like that. I can catch myself doing my own stuff like that. I don't do that in generally speaking, but every blue moon, it rubs off on me, and then I just begin to criticize myself. So that's bad. So I got to get that together. It's like the bad energy, the blood suckers. They suck your blood so much you start sucking your own got doggone blood. And I said got doggone because I don't know why we always using God in a bad term. We need to stop that too. God damn it, and all that old stuff. We need to stop that too. But anyway, so yeah, I need to work on criticizing myself. unless it's constructive criticism, because I do need to constructive criticize myself, but just criticizing myself on a regular basis, it did rubbed off on me because, like I said, just been surrounded around. Oh, my little pretty flowers bent over, just been surrounded around. And okay, this is a leaf or something, so we just gonna put it in here because this was hanging outside on my front porch. I had it like hanging outside on my front porch, but then I brought it in here because I got some new things on my front porch now. So now I brought it in here, but now we got the leaves or whatever. But anyway, so yeah, that's it. That's all, you know. So yeah, Real Life Topics podcast got so many things coming up. This Thursday, we have a surprise for y'all. February 5th. It's getting bigger and bigger for us. And I can't wait to announce what the new things that Real Life Topics podcast has in store. So that's one thing. Shout out and prayers to the kids, prayers to the parents, prayers to us all. You know, I didn't really want to get on here to like talk about people or just talk about, you know, because I don't like the I don't like the concept of complaining about what other people doing, because I don't want nobody to complain about what I got going on. But I just been scrolling through Facebook lately, and I've just been noticing unprofessionalism. And I know I'm not professional all the way when it comes to certain things, but I think it should be boundaries with stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I've been kind of peeping a lot of us getting out of our character when we don't have to be. We are allowing people to get us out of our character. I'm noticing that as I'm using my thumb and scrolling through the daily basis. I'm noticing that people are letting other people take them out their character or have them doing things that is beyond morals or boundaries, if you know what I'm saying. I hope you guys can hear me because I'm not that bad. I'm very critical of myself. It's not really a determined, Stephanie. It can be a good thing to be a critic of yourself, especially if you know that you're capable of putting out better. Don't be so hard on yourself. I'm that way too. But it's not necessarily always a bad thing to do by critically criticizing yourself, especially when you know you can do better. So it's good to be the umpire in our ball game. That is true. That's why I said it's a difference, Mr. Cooper, because constructive criticism and criticism is two different things. That's why I said people will criticize you in a bad way. And then you also have constructive criticism that will help you grow or help you become better. More like sometimes people just criticize and they have no result or no response in constructive criticism, like, hey, you should do this, and I think that is a good way. Or sometimes people like, oh no, that's just that you shouldn't be doing that, that's just like not cool, or just being negative about the situation without a solution. So I think it's two different things when it's constructive criticism and then just criticizing. I guess I don't know, because you can criticize, and like you said, Mr. Cooper, it doesn't necessarily mean it's in a bad way. So that's why I was using the word constructive criticism. Man, I didn't parted my part wrong. Whatever. There I go again, criticizing myself. But anyway, so yeah. So it's crazy. But like I was saying, I was scrolling through Facebook and I'm noticing that people getting out their character. You know, we presenting ourselves in one way, and then as soon as someone triggers us, because I, of course, had my turn in that whole field, getting out my character, telling people my business. A lot of y'all telling too much of y'all business on Facebook. You know, y'all just doing too much. You know, we all doing too much, because I know I'm doing too much in certain things that I got going on too as well. But with the Facebook thing, it's like, dang, man, don't nobody need to know your business. Then when you run it, when you a manager or you a CEO, and when you running a business, it's a certain way you should operate. Because when you're running your business, you gotta stay professional at all times, even when someone triggers you. So I encourage CEOs, managers, people that's running, entrepreneurs, period, to not let the outside or the haters, because this comes with the territory of bloodsuckers. Don't let them take you out of your character. People are getting taken out of their character due to other people's energy and bad vibes. And we need to correct that about ourselves. Don't let nobody take you out your character, because sometimes it can be a part of your downfall when that ain't even you. But you let that one person that triggered you take you out your character, and have you out here looking crazy and on Facebook posting crazy stuff and paragraphs about all your business and this and this and that and all that. Don't let people take you out your character. You know what? That's the topic for today. Letting people take you out your character. Don't let nobody take you out your character. And don't let nobody drag you into doing things that you usually don't do on a regular basis. And I even had to catch myself not doing that. I have been challenged within the last couple of weeks with bad energy. And I was like, Stephanie, you have to fall back. You cannot fall into that bad energy. Fall back. Period. Don't let nobody take you out your care. Don't, especially when I'm on a journey of change, because I've been taking out my character before, and I want to change that. So if you end up around someone that is triggering you to come outside of your character, then separate yourself. Separate yourself, especially when you're working towards growth and development. I don't know if y'all remember, like 3 or 4 days ago, I had the cold. My nose was stopped up, so my nose is clear now. But now I got the coughs. I got the coughs in my throat or whatever. So whatever. Oh man, I forgot to turn my light on. Hold on, y'all. Let's see if that gives me more clarity with a little bit of light. Oh man, now zooming into here I go criticizing myself again. So, Mr. Cooper, I vehemently, I don't even know what that word is. Looks like I need to go back to school. Agree with you. I do allow people to control my temper. We have to exercise self-contaminant. We must be thermostats instead of being thermometers, allowing our environments to control our temperature. That is true. We are allowing our environments to control our temper. Like I said, I've been on Facebook lately for the last week or so, last 2 weeks, and I've been seeing some crazy stuff on there. People going back and forth and on Facebook telling people their business, and it's like, this ain't even your character. Why do we allow our environment to pull us out our character? Like, what's going on? What's going on, guys? So yes, you're right. It's like like allowing an environment to control your temperature like a thermostat instead of being a thermometer. That's a good one. I think I'm gonna make a commercial for that. Are you a thermostat or are you a thermometer? Thank you, Mr. Cooper. I got to come out with me a new commercial promo video with that saying on there. Thank you. Shout out to Mr. Cooper. I wish you could get the clap sounds, but you can't even get them. I'm just saying. But yes, we're just allowing people to take us out of our character. That's what I'm noticing. We're allowing people to take us out of our character. Period. Points blank. We got to stop allowing people to take us out of our character. And I've been noticing that. Shout out to all Real Life Topics podcast followers and supporters. But I've been using that thumb and I've been seeing all these people that's on a high level. And you got these folks, we got these folks stooping down to their level. And it's putting a jacket on our back that we ain't even wearing. Take that jacket off. We don't need that jacket on our back. When we have people in our environment that's taking us out our character, separate yourself from that, because you don't even want nobody to know you even doing all that. Especially when you run in a business. When you run in the business, it is a title, and it's a big title that you hold down, and you have to hold that title down regardless of who is surrounded around you and who trying to control your thermostat. So we got to stop letting people control our actions and control our the way we respond and things like that. Don't let nobody take you out your character, especially when you're a boss. And bosses don't let the mediocre pull them out their character. So that's just a food for thought for everyone on Facebook. Like I said, once again, I just been scrolling and I've been just peeping stuff for like the last week or two. And I'm like, hold on now. People got people taking themselves out their character, and they bosses out here, bosses that's running stuff. And these people are pulling us down and making us go and end up on their level or even be beneath. Because sometimes it even become worse when you are dealing with those people. And those people bring you down, and you jump on Facebook and you get the post, and then that shit be making you look bad. You didn't pull yourself down to this person level, and then you didn't went up under their level as well. So it's just a food for thought for all the CEOs, all the managers, all the entrepreneurs out there, everybody, period. Facebookers, even if you ain't doing nothing. Let's not allow our environment to take us out of our character, guys. I'm just saying, what you guys think about that? Let's not allow our environment to take us out of our character. I'm working on that. I cannot start stooping to people's level, especially when you're negative. When you're negative, when you're mentioning negativity, and it's like, how long are we gonna live in negativity without thinking about change or not working towards change? That's what's killing me. And then sometimes when you in an environment and you trying to change, or you're trying to work on growing and developing, people want to bring up what you had going on in the past. They don't even want to accept growth and development. They don't even want to join the movement, because they so busy of being beneath and low that they don't even want to grow higher. And it's a shame. And I wish I would have woke up way ahead of time from here. But, as long as you wake up is all that matters. As long as you don't stay asleep to growth and development, that's all that matters. So that's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying, guys. But yes. So yeah. So that's all I want to dwell on. One, that's why we must surround ourselves with capability and a like minds. Eagles don't fly with pigeons. That's right. You do have to surround yourself with like-minded people. I'm just saying, you have to surround yourself with like-minded people. And that'd be an issue with me too. I was surrounded around people that are not like-minded or might have been like-minded at that moment when I was in that phase of unprofessionalism, or when I was in that phase of no purpose, or when I was in that phase of, in that phase. But then now my level of growth and development has changed. So now I have to surround myself around people that grow and develop and want to grow and develop. So yes, it's better late than never. That's right. Shout out to Miss Chi Johnson. I got technical difficulties. My clap sounds ain't working. I got to keep my kids out my workroom. That's all I got to say. But anyway, yes, better late than never. But again, like Mr. Cooper said, you have to surround yourself with like-minded people, because if you get around people that's not on your same mind frame, then you will begin to pull yourself lower, under, and beneath. That's all I'm saying. So yes, once again, this is open forum on Real Life Topics podcast, and I just wanted to dwell on growth and developing and not allowing people to take you out of your character, especially when they are negative. Don't let nobody take you out your character. When you're trying to grow and develop, don't allow them to do you like that. Again, like I was saying, I've been on Facebook scrolling for the last week or two, and people are posting business. They're posting themselves and they're bringing themselves beneath. When you a boss, you a CEO, you're a manager, and you don't let nobody snatch that from up, or like it's snatching from up under. You don't let nobody take that away from you. You don't let nobody take you out your character, guys. So, and again, like Mr. Cooper said, surround yourself around like-minded people, and then you won't even have to be bothered with that type of stuff. You won't even have to be bothered with coming across people that are beneath. And I'm not even going to say beneath, because I don't want to sound like, hey, I'm bigger than that person, or I'm better than that person, or I'm better than or whatever. But again, you have to have a purpose, you have to be positive, and you have to have a meaning in your life. And you have to be positive. Y'all out here gossiping. Again, we all do a little something to a certain extent, but we taking it to a level where we throwing it on social media. Everybody and their mama know our business. We throwing jackets on our back. We put that, when you put a jacket on every morning, it's a jacket that you wear in your back. And I'm talking about y'all just adding on jackets that don't even belong to you, because you're allowing someone to take you out your character. Let's not allow people to take us out our character. That's all I'm saying, Facebook. When we're on a journey of growing and developing, and we come across somebody that don't want to grow and develop, separate yourself. Separate yourself from that right away. Don't allow them to take you out your character. Have you saying hurtful things? Have you doing hurtful things? Have you talking crazy to people that you ain't supposed to be talking crazy to? You started to become disrespectful. Let's not allow people to bring us to that level. Let's learn how to, when we come across those people, because we are going to come across those people, because that's a part of life. Let's learn how to just separate ourselves from that, and not jump on the bandwagon with the negative folks. That's all I'm saying. And can't even do the clap sound. But yes, so that's all. That's just a food for thought for that, which was an open forum. Again, like I said, I've just been scrolling on Facebook, and we just all messed up, all messy, all just doing too much. And we got business to take care of. We got a business to run. And when you running a business and you a boss, you don't let nobody take you to a worker's level. That's all I'm saying. When you a boss, you leave that for the workers, because the workers, they can work and do that. They can do all that stupid stuff. You ain't got to be a part of that stuff. So that's just a food for thought on that one. So we went from not letting people take you out your character, from not getting on Facebook and allowing people to draw you into pulling yourself beneath. And that's about it on that topic, because this is just open forum. So next, the weather this weekend coming up is supposed to snow or something like that. I don't know. Northwest Indiana's supposed to get the worst end of that. Northwest Indiana is supposed to get the worst end of that. So shout out to Northwest Indiana, and I think Chicago a little bit too. I think it's going to pass us up or skip over us, because I'm in the west suburbs of Illinois. So, that's fine. Shout out to and understand the power of the tongue and negative speech. Words are swords. That is true. English is not a language. That's why you're taught spelling in school, to spell casters and warlocks without lacking knowledge of our speech. That is true. Words are powerful. And listen to people when they say stuff. That's another thing too. Let's start taking that seriously. When things that come out of people's mouths, take that stuff seriously, because words are powerful. Especially when you, like they say, when you come across people that are angry and might say some things because they mad. When you're mad, you're kind of technically speaking your truth as well. because you're showing your true colors. When you get mad, you're speaking on what you might have wanted to say, but you're so mad you're angry enough to speak it out your mouth. So the tongue is very powerful. It is very important, and I've actually had to learn that, because sometimes people can say things to me and I just override and be like, oh, they was mad, oh, they was drunk. Take that stuff seriously, because they say when you get drunk anyway, you start speaking truth and things like that, and start speaking how you really feel. And so when people start drinking and doing all that stuff and doing the most and saying some stuff, I used to give people passes for it. I'm not giving nobody no pass for that no more, especially when you do it more than once. Now, sometimes we do make mistakes. Sometimes we make mistakes in life, and sometimes we can get out of our character a little bit. But when you repeat things and repeat, it's no change. You say you're sorry, and then you're saying you're sorry, but you're not changing the way you operate. You can't keep doing the same things and expecting different results. And that's for anyone in this life. When you in your lifetime, when you doing things in your life, if you want to change some things, you have to change those things. You can't just say you're gonna change and say you're gonna change, and you're not operating in a change formation. So you can't keep expecting change, and you're doing the same old things and thinking you're going to get different results. It's not going to happen for you like that. But yeah, so especially if you're drinking, alcohol is a spirit name. Yes. Yes. Well, the back of the liquor bottles say spirit changer. So it does change your spirit, but I feel like it brings out your real spirit to a certain extent. Because I get a little every blue moon, I would allow someone to take me out my character, but majority of the time I become in a good mood when I'm drinking and hey, and want to have fun and laughing and joking and things like that. I like to chill off alcohol, when then you have some people on alcohol that just so freaking belligerent, it don't make no sense. And they be speaking their truth when they get drunk. And you take that stuff seriously, because I didn't used to take that stuff seriously, guys. I didn't used to take that stuff seriously when people would get drunk and say hurtful things to you. Take that stuff seriously. Them people mean that stuff, man. Them people really mean that stuff. And then sometimes then they'll wake up the next day and say they don't even remember all the hurtful shit they said, but now you was speaking truth. You was speaking truth. So the tongue is very powerful. You're right about that, Mr. Cooper. The tongue is very powerful, and the things watch what comes out of people's mouths, and watch how they operate. Their actions, your actions tell a lot of things as well. Your actions tell a lot of things as well. So we just need to, we as a whole, and I know none of us are perfect. None of us are just going to wake up tomorrow and be perfect. But when you know better, you do better. Don't just wake up every day and not care about the way you operate, or not care about the way that you're affecting others. When you disrespecting others, you really disrespecting yourself. You ain't got no respect for yourself. And sometimes when you don't love yourself, people can't love you as well. One issue I have had that I'm working on, and I'm over it now, is expectations. My expectations, and it disappoints me when I expect things and it doesn't happen, and then I get angry, and I'm like, how could this person do me like this? Out of all I done and all the showing up that I did and all the support. And then when you turn around and need the support and you expect certain people to support you and they don't, it's a hurtful feeling. So I didn't get to the point where as expecting, my expectation level is dead now. I don't expect nothing from nobody anymore. I just expect things from me. So my expectation level has definitely, because I would get upset about it. I would get very upset about it. Like, oh my God, I wouldn't do that. I would have gave a dog a bone. You didn't give a dog a bone, or whatever the case may be. And I'm it's just crazy because the expectation level for me is like it bumps, it hits me in the head every time. It hits me in the head every time to expect something from somebody, and you ain't none of that happening. Ain't none of that happening. So yes. Yeah. So yes. Expecting things from people. Let's not expect that anymore. Let's not expect it. It's one thing for you to do some things, but don't expect people to do what you would do for them. Okay, Facebook. So that's just food for thought. That's all I'm saying. That's just food for thought. And I had to just come on through. Of course, it's a Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. Once again, Real Life Topics Podcast has big things coming up soon. I just want to surprise y'all because I am so excited. I am so excited for this new journey that Real Life Topics Podcast on and this new team that we're joining. And I am so excited. I will be announcing it very soon, but I am so excited. We on our way to the top, future billionaires. That's all I got to let you guys know. Just future billionaires. And I want you guys to watch this journey as we grow and develop with one of the new teams that we had the honor to be a part of. So, that announcement is coming soon. And I put too much Vaseline on me, I can tell. But yeah. So that's all. I just had to swing by. Shout out to the co-host. She couldn't make it tonight, but that's all good. And because it's real life, it's a part of life, and sometimes you get a little busy. I feel displaced, my trust and expectations to people who either wasn't worth it, or if it were vice versa, it would be reciprocated on their end to me. I can definitely relate to you, Stephanie. Yes, yes. Reciprocation. That's a big word as well. People don't reciprocate. People don't reciprocate. I've been disappointed and expected people to reciprocate for me. I'm like, oh man, I'll be kind of stretching myself and going out of my way, looking out for people or looking out for certain people or doing things for certain people and showing up here and showing up there and making sure they straight. And then when it's my turn, it ain't nothing coming back. And that's a hurtful feeling, Facebook. That's a very hurtful feeling when you don't have the reciprocation. You be down for people for so long, you will break your neck for people, and people won't do you the same. I didn't watch people watch me starve and have food and still didn't give it to me. And that's just a figure of speech. But I've actually sat around people that say, hey, I love you, and will sit there and watch you starve, knowing you need a burger with cheese on it, and still don't come through with that burger and that cheese. That's how much envy is too, and that's how much fake people are nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, expectations, reciprocation is key. Um, and we all just need to focus more on our character and not allowing people to pull us out of our character, or match energy. That's another thing too. Match your energy. That energy sucks. That energy is blood sucking. The vibration is no good. And we will allow people to pull us and drag us right into that negative vibe and that negative mode. So just food for thought. Don't allow people to take you out your character. Don't allow people to come around you with negativity, because negativity could just drain you. It really can. It can just drain you. And also strive for the greater good. Um, I've been struggling lately with some things, and I am trying to strive to become greater, to make greater decisions, and to do things greater. Sometimes we are selfish to our own selves, whereas will be a part of hindering ourselves. So I just want to strive for the greater good and strive to do better on the way I operate, on your thought process, because the things in your mind can throw you off as well. So I'm just asking God to clear my mind, body, and soul, and clear all of our mind, body, and souls. We need it. It's time for us to clear our mind, body, and soul, guys. So that's just a food for thought. And that was the lesson for today on Real Life Topics Podcast. What you think about that? Let's not allow people to pull us out of our character, because we are bosses and we don't let workers pull us down to that level when you a boss. Also, expectations. Don't expect people to do what you're going to do, and surround yourself around like-minded people, whereas you don't have to encounter or put yourself in a position with people who are not like-minded, and then your feelings get hurt, and then you get disrespected. Don't allow people to disrespect you. Respect yourself. Don't allow people to take you out of your character. Just separate yourself from anything that you see that might be of hindrance for you. And that's the message from Real Life Topics Podcast host for today. Keep your character up. Keep the negativity away from you. Stay positive. Stay around people that are like-minded. And that's just the food for thought. I'm just saying, never let nobody take you out your character. When you a boss, you never stoop down to a worker. It's Real Life Topics Podcast. Please check me out on Real Life Topics Podcast. Real Life Late Night After Dark coming up soon on the karaoke side. Keep all negativity away from you guys. It's Real Life Topics Podcast.